Welcome back to the program. Glad you're with us. Our good friends at Yamaha. Special event tomorrow, Outdoor World, 4 to 8 p.m. Go see the Hellmaster EX Autopilot in action. The demo boat going to be there. Super cool stuff. And of course, Big Daddies for a burger at lunchtime would be super, super awesome. I could do one right now. I want the Special K burger. Big slice of tomato. It's a little early. Say hello to.
I don't know. Right when you said that burger, Big Daddy is, I was like, I'm thinking I could go for one right now too.
Which one do you get when you go to Big Daddy's?
Well, I only went on the grand opening, and I got the one that you said with
Special K,
with the slice of tomato and stuff like that. So I
Special.
haven't been back to try anything, but I
Get the
definitely
Special
want to
K burger, the smash burger. It's super good. I think they take two of them and smash them together with the cheese and the onions and all of them. Oh, so good on the Martin's potato roll, my favorite.
And then I heard you said about the fact that Bamboo Beach is going to be opening
2
too.
weeks.
So
2 weeks.
really,
2 weeks.
it's
2 weeks.
it's
And that's over in Nettle Bay, and there's a Big Daddy's
Yeah.
right there too.
yeah.
so-
So it's
so-
a nice little spot, really,
Yeah.
there for on a full day.
How are you? I feel like I missed you.
Well, yeah. Well, I think after that post carnival, it's like I got all stuffy and this and that, and
I think it happened to
we're
everybody.
all kind of in a out of its recovery stage or whatnot, and now we're all fresh and happy to kind of gear up for what's next. So that's when we hit Thursday.
Summer.
Summertime, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you have a connection to our friends at Live It.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Of
met-
course.
I met Avish,
Yes.
who I got to tell you, what a super nice young man.
Yeah.
What a super nice young man. He's doing all kinds of work for us at
Oh
Rotary,
great.
and I the customer service spot on,
Oh wow.
spot on.
Good to hear. Yeah,
And-
they were originally that office was over here in Coal Bay, but now it's actually located
in Simpson Bay,
conveniently in Simpson Bay, sort
right
of.
near the house. I'm happy.
Oh yeah, it's like
Wait.
2 blocks from your house.
Wait, you know what the funny part is? When they moved, I couldn't find them. I didn't know where they were. I only drove by a dozen times and I couldn't find them. And then, sure enough, oh, there they are, right around the corner.
Oh, and yeah. Speaking of that area, and we were mentioning about this weekend, Friday and Saturday, is that volunteer event.
Oh, SXM Dude is happening. this
Yeah, so
weekend.
they have a website. You can sign up to volunteer. There's all different locations, so depending on where you live.
So it's SXMDoet, DOET.com. And you can click on that. I want to volunteer. And it'll bring up all the projects. And they definitely need volunteers.
Yeah, so there's Sister Regina. I volunteer for Sister Regina School to help paint the library. So, but there's other ones.
Are you a good painter?
Yes, I am. Well, in terms of painting houses and boats, some people joke that I tend to get more paint on me than on the, because then I'm just covered in paint. You know, it's like splatter.
This is an interesting interesting thought.
Well, remember I had the pink iguana, so I was painting the pink iguana, that big boat that sunk.
Yeah, I remember.
I painted it pink, but yeah, I was completely pink when I was painting that boat, hot pink.
It's good look for you.
And
Martha covered in
that
paint.
was way back. And then, but yeah, I could paint like artistic paint. I'm pretty good with that too.
Oh, no, I can't.
So that's different. You know, paint. I could do paintings.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I have an art degree.
Do you ever do portraits?
I can do. I have done. But the person who's really good at portraits on the island is actually a friend of mine called Pinka, and she has an art studio in Palapa up there, and she
If
can
you-
do portraits
If
perfect.
you've never had the opportunity to sit for a portrait, it is an incredible experience. It's an incredible experience. So you know who I saw? So Roland Richardson.
Yeah. Oh,
Roland.
that's cool.
Roland did a portrait of my dad and I.
Oh.
And we did it. He did it at the house, and he just came. We had coffee and
Yeah.
champagne and wine and all kinds of other cold beers on a Saturday afternoon, and then at the end we had a painting.
I've done it in art studio where you have to sit for the rest of the students while they're drawing you. I wasn't nude, but the lights were so hot.
You were nude?
I was
I heard
not
that you
nude,
were.
But
I heard you were.
we would have it where somebody nude-ish would come in eventually.
What's nude-ish?
I can't remember, but yes, almost nude. I guess top off, bottom on.
Oh. Well, I guess if depending whether it's
Because if you really want to, you have to learn how to draw those fine lines, charcoal and stuff. But the
Oh,
thing is that type of model,
really?
when you do that type of modeling, you really can't move. So when you do that type of stuff, you're like kind of trapped in your body with hot lights, and you have to like meditate and not really move.
And then you've
It's
been
not
in my,
easy.
You've been in my office, right? You saw the one. Did you ever see the painting in my office that Roland did? He
Oh.
painted me while I was live on the air.
Oh, that's cool.
He set up right over here. He came for like a week.
Yeah, well, he's talented. Yeah.
And it's hanging on the wall in my office. It was just, that was an incredible experience.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we had a lot of fun with it. Of course, so SXM Doot.
Yeah, that's Friday and Saturday, but it's
SX
best to sign up now.
Yeah,
so you can pick
SXMDOET.com.
which location that you want to.
There's tons of projects this year.
Tons of projects, and it's such a great thing.
Yeah, it's
and I promise you, if you don't sign up, you'll be driving around and you'll see everybody doing stuff, and you'll say, "Oh, I should have signed up, and I should do it next year." So don't do it next year. Do it this year. Sign up now. Block it out and
exactly.
Hopefully work it out.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly.
So we have a little tagline that we're featuring in Out and About, which is what, who, where, when, which we put on the cover because those are the important details that you need to know going into the weekend.
There you go.
What's happening? Where? When?
What? SXM Dude. Who?
Yeah.
All of us. All the volunteers. Where? Yeah. Everywhere on the Dutch side.
That's
true. And when? Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. A lot of them will start at I think 8 a.m. or something till 4, but I'm sure, it's volunteer work. So, if you're not there at 8 a.m. on the dot or something, it's volunteer work. It's not work. So do what you got to do. Do the hours you can. I would suggest.
Come on time.
Don't overthink it.
Come on time. Of course.
Yeah, try not to do island time.
Do you like your croissant this morning?
Oh my God.
Coffee and croissants.
I don't know. I feel like the croissant was extra good. Maybe because last week we didn't have croissants, but it had like 6 layers of flaky top, and then it had 6 layers of gooiness, and then chocolate in the center. It was like perfect.
Life is good
when you have croissants.
And coffee and croissants, courtesy of Le Sucrier next door.
Yeah, if I had to pick between donuts or croissant, I would take croissant.
Now, see, it's funny.
I guess it's a fresh donut.
Here on St. Martin, yes, croissant, hands down.
Yeah.
If I'm in Connecticut, I'm going to my Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. Are you going to donut hole or which one?
No. Why just get the whole? That's the whole. It's a waste. Listen, if you want to give me the donut with the hole still in it, so it's not a donut, I would rather that than just give me the donut hole. Give me the whole, all of it, or give me the donut and the hole. It's a pair. They go together.
Some Netflix movie, I forget it was, but the married couple, they were fighting. Is the donut hole really the hole for the donut?
I want my
I
donut.
Don't think so,
I want my donut and the hole that goes with my donut.
You want to fill the hole and eat it.
And you should serve it as a pair. Do you like jelly donuts?
That I was just thinking about that. I'd rather have the center with something in it.
There's no hole in a jelly donut.
Yeah, the jelly donuts are pretty good, but I from Boston, it's like you like the Boston cream pie type donut that has more of the custard inside.
I like that too.
And chocolate on top. I think that's a glaze.
Just see, Shemaine is in the studio. She doesn't have the microphone, but you see the look on
custard
her face.
in a donut.
I'm not sure if that was a look of I want one or no.
She's not a fan of Boston cream pie Dunkin' Donuts.
I would never say no. But there's something, Dunkin' Donuts in the northeastern part of the United States is better than Dunkin' Donuts anywhere else.
Yeah, probably.
Just because that's where it all started.
But remember, it was always when you had church service or this or that, everybody would have those Entenmann's coffee cakes.
Oh, God, yeah.
The raspberry with the...
Yeah, my grandmother would do that all the time. There was an Entenmann's bakery around the corner.
Yeah.
So we'd go.
Classic.
Yeah. See, where I grew, if I said bagel, bagels, right? Of course.
Oh my God.
So you grew up in Boston, right?
Yeah.
So just outside Boston is Brookline.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Right on, I want to say Washington Street, maybe, was Couples Bagels.
Okay.
And oh my God, we're not talking about stuff. We're talking about food. How the hell did this happen? But
I don't know.
So I remember going. When I first moved up to Boston, I was working for Shawmut. This is in the early 90s. And I had a condo in Brookline.
Nice.
I drove really by Cleveland Circle ish.
Oh yeah, nice area.
So like right on the fringe of,
Yeah.
of Brighton and Brookline.
Yeah, which is Boston University territory.
Yeah, big time. And so I drove down to the center of Brookline. I went to Cupples. What's the other street that goes through Brookline? It's Washington and I can't remember. Where's David Bartfield when I need him? David, help me. I'm drawing a blank. David, do you know Cupples, the bagel place? So I remember be telling me about the
Green
bagel
Line train, yeah.
Yeah, I used to with the D line. I used to take into to Federal Street to the office, but I remember getting to driving down to Cupples, getting this whole first weekend in Boston. I'm in the new condo. I'm all excited to be there. Sunday morning, I have the New York Times and I have the Boston Globe and the Herald, and I've got all my Sunday newspapers.
There's a Herald too.
Yeah, and back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And I used to like the Herald. I liked that paper.
Yeah.
And I remember that's where I read. Remember Ted Kennedy, the politician?
Okay, yeah.
They had done this whole story about Ted Kennedy's top 10 party rules because he was a drinker and a partier.
Oh yeah, Bostonian party rules.
Yeah, number 1, drop pants, mingle.
Drop it? What, really?
Yes. I'm sorry. Can I? Anyway, so I left the house, drove to Center Brookline. I got myself bagels, came back to the house. Toasting myself a pumpernickel bagel. I'm all excited. I got all the cream cheese and all the stuff to go with it, and sliced my hand open. And now I'm alone in Boston. I don't even know where the hospital is.
Oh, no.
I wipe myself up, and this is all before you had like Waze and Google Maps.
You didn't have like Uber. You can't just call Uber and say take me to the hospital.
So now I knock on my neighbor's door, who I've only met once. I'm like, can you tell me how to get to the hospital? And they're like, oh my God, what happened? I'm like, I'm okay. Just tell me where I need to go.
Oh, man.
They writes out directions for me. I go to the hospital. They stitch me up.
Wow, stitches.
And then I never got to have my
Your bagel.
Well, by the time I got by the bagels, they were warm when I got home with them. And by the time I got done with the stitches, they were not.
It's all about having them fresh is the catch.
Yeah, I was not a happy camper. So, anyway.
Blast from the past.
Yeah. Since you're a Bostonian.
All right. Well, on the cover of the Out About this week,
who's on the cover?
Actually have the winner of the Carnival Costume King of the Band. So it's Elias A. Jones. And inside we have a beautiful spread that has some other awesome costumes, including Prime Minister and former Prime Minister.
Did you spray his abs on? I'm jealous. I want abs like that. They spray. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's our former Prime Minister.
Prime Minister, yeah.
Our first Prime Minister ever, of course, now President of Parliament, the Honorable Sarah Westcott Williams. Yeah. And
she's a former minister too.
Who's that?
I forget.
Is that Silveria Jacobs? Where? Right there. That's Silveria.
It's a beautiful costume she had.
Yeah, that's Silveria.
Just gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
we got a yes. We got a confirmation.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's Silveria. She, I know she's big. She loves carnival, Silveria.
Yeah. Well, she looks great.
And God, good stuff.
The pageant winners and the troupe that won is the Rio, which is the second year in a row.
So why don't we
Rio
do that?
Productions.
Why don't we see? Here's the thing. I'm gone next week. I'm going to Connecticut.
Again.
I'm going to Connecticut for my 40th high school reunion. I'm going to be going. So next 2 Thursdays we're going to do. What? Close your mouth. Yes, I am old.
So you graduated high school when I was born.
You were born in 1985?
82.
No. I remember 1982. I probably have clothes somewhere from 19.
Yeah,
I'm sure I have ties.
You would have been like a sophomore in high school or something.
I'm sure I have ties from 1982. I'm sure about it.
Was the tie neon?
No.
It's the 80s.
No, no. I was more preppy.
Was it like Breakfast Club?
When I was in high school?
Yeah, the 80s.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, well, all the music for
Pretty
sure.
in Pink.
All the music for sure. The girls all wore, they all.
Those are some of the best movies. Yeah, the prom. How was the prom?
With the shoulder hanging out. You didn't have a prom in high school?
No, but I would have loved to have an 80s prom. With the big poof shoulders like this, and
if you're gonna talk here, get your microphone.
With the hairspray and the crimping.
I didn't have that hair. I was a kid. I
Well,
mean, I wasn't
well,
born
you
yet
should-
when you
look at that's my high school graduation picture on the wall. That's the kind of hair I had. I had big hair. What?
He had hair.
Shut up.
He had hair and it was big.
Yeah.
Very big.
Bigly.
That picture that picture was probably taken 1985.
It is. It does say it.
84.
85.
80 was
85.
my was class of 85, but it was probably taken in the end of 84 if my memory is correct.
It's a good picture.
Yeah, what the hell happened, right? When you look at that and then look at this, you don't go, huh?
You did have ties, and it's kind of a big tie.
Well, yeah, that was the 80s.
Well, I mean, it's a big collar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's after the 70s, which was the collars were really big.
Well, yeah, these were our collars were never like that. They have the collars that were used. It was probably a collar similar to this, except this is a button down collar. That wasn't.
Probably a regular collar, but
Okay.
sock is just really small.
Oh.
You know, you used to be a nice person.
Wrong side of the bed
What the
today,
hell?
baby.
What the hell happened, Stefan? What have you done to your wife?
Carnival.
Where did you put her? Where did she go? Oh,
She's still in post-carnival aftermath, maybe.
I left. I wasn't here for
Oh.
Carnival.
no, you were
gone.
Where were you for Carnival?
Bonaire.
In Boner.
Oh, she
I
conveniently
took the Win Air
scheduled.
flight straight out of here.
She Win Aired it out of here.
Win aired it out.
Oh boy. Yeah. So I don't know. So anyway, next 2 weeks, we're going to do this by phone because I'm going to be in.
No problem.
And I will actually look. I'll have the digital version out and about up on the screen.
Can
So
you
we-
send me like an emoji of a croissant?
I'm sure.
here's
we
your
could.
here's your croissant.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure
Zero
we could.
calories.
I'm sure we could.
Just kidding.
I'm sure we could.
It's just the technology
I was
these days.
I was gonna like last year the carnival winner, the costume winner was Brandon Mark, I think.
Oh, so
Eh,
also a man, yeah.
And I invited him in to be in the. I knew him from previous life,
Events or
work
something.
wise.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he actually was an accountant for one of our clients, and then was in the job agency business for a while. So that's how I knew him. So I invited him in when he won because I saw the picture in the paper, and I was gonna say we could invite the winners in, but I'm not gonna be here, so we're gonna have to maybe hold it
Okay.
until early June.
Okay.
and then
I'll
we'll-
get his contact information. The one this winter.
And who
we have
what other pictures? Who else should we invite in? We should invite the winner. Who are the winners? So we have the best contest, best costume.
Best costume, best designer.
Who's the best?
Dylan Thomas and Alicia Hart.
Okay, so let's invite
Parade
them.
Troop is Rio.
That's got to be your That's got to be your
Productions.
family.
Who?
Alicia. Who's Alicia
No,
Hart?
Hart
No?
comes from somewhere else.
Okay.
Not from here.
Okay.
Costume display Genesis winner of adult individual. Parade Troop is Rio, which I think I might have that contact.
Okay. So let's invite them in.
Okay, yeah, I'll work
I
on
want to
getting
hear
this
about their
done.
experience. What?
Wati?
Who?
Brenda.
Is
Rio.
Rio's
she's
Brenda?
Rio?
That's
Oh,
Brenda.
and that's
Brenda.
That's
We're gonna invite you in. You have to come to the studio.
that's 2 years running too, so that's a good invite also.
Yeah.
And she
Cool.
she was in the parade too.
I
And
saw.
she looked gorgeous as
She's always-
usual.
Brenda.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brenda always looks good. Brenda always looks good.
I have.
And
I
so-
have. She's a Wadi, right?
I can't see that
I
for.
think
Where?
that's
Let me see.
Lillian.
I can't see that. Who was that?
Lillian. She also has great
Lillian
costumes.
Wadi.
Johnny Burger.
They look great, and that's a cameraman, Hyman Cameron. But it might be nice to invite these pageant winners in.
Yes.
So let's get their contact.
All the.
Listen, you invite them in next year. It's 55 years, so you can come
I
and
could
jam
I could
in
come.
Rio.
I could come for the 55th carnival.
You no, yeah, I mean you
Oh,
have to
you have to-
join the
you have to-
parade.
You have to get your abs.
You've been
spread.
here for so long, and you haven't done one parade. That's crazy.
I've watched a parade.
Don't
it's,
worry.
it's not about watching. You have to dance in it.
You don't have to work out because you just have to get your abs sprayed and you're
Get
good.
your abs sprayed.
You're
Maybe
good.
they can spray some hair on, and boom.
Shut up. You know, I used to like her. What the hell happened? What, Stefan
We'll get
Petit?
you a-
What did you do to Shemaine?
We'll get you a fanny pack.
Where did you
Or we
put
can
her?
get one of those things with umbrella on top like that. You don't get sunburned.
That's
and then
kind of
there
a
you
good
go.
idea.
A hat that's an
Carnival.
umbrella.
Yeah, with the
Nice.
the
You see what I have to
fires.
put up with?
And then we could put 2 beer cans on top with the, you know.
With the straw so I don't go thirsty, right?
Maybe put water inside.
Does anybody else have any other kind words this morning? Where can you get your out and
Maybe
about?
you
I'm
can
staying out of
win
it.
next year. You could be the winner.
Oh, see, she's being
on top of
positive
the-
now.
Look at this thing.
Win what?
This. And be on the cover like this.
Could
Nope,
you-
trust me. Nobody wants to look at this on the cover.
That's what you say, but then just have a nice back piece and you'll see.
Well, and you said it was a man that won last year, so maybe they just give it to men every year so that the girls don't get upset.
Maybe, I don't know. But the point is, it's 55 years of Carnival next year.
Yeah. So I have to.
You should just do it, man.
Pressure's on.
Oh boy, time flies.
I'm
when
probably
you're-
going to do it. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You're gonna
Maybe
have the.
I'll do it.
We're gonna have your own troupe.
No, I'll be with Brenna then, obviously.
And she has.
Not
Good,
because they won, it's just 'cause-
I was gonna say she just wants to be on the troop that
But
wins.
I didn't win when I
Just
did it, and it didn't matter. I just really like their service, how it's done.
The costumes are
everything. The
beautiful, of
costumes are
course.
wonderful. I like that. I like the way they organize it.
Okay.
So
This is
that's
good
why.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well organized, yeah.
yeah,
Makes
love it.
sense.
I really enjoyed it the 2 times that I did it.
Well, get Brenda in here. Maybe she can convince him.
Yes.
I like Brenda. She knows that.
See?
Yes. So then you can do it.
Brenda's sister Wendy is a very good friend. Although I haven't talked to Wendy. How come I haven't talked to you in forever? You never call anymore, Wen. How come?
Maybe if you join next year Carnival, she'll start calling
Oh
again.
yeah.
I don't think I think Wendy was away for Carnival. So now that I think about it. Anyway, of course, where can one get the out and about? My picture is not in there, correct?
Oh no, not
Okay.
this week.
Good.
Sorry.
So just checking.
But we do have a nice thank you from Pineapple Peep because they had a very lovely Mother's Day. So we have pictures of mothers with their kids and stuff, you know, dining at Pineapple Peep, which was just fantastic.
The food is always good there.
Fantastic. And so they put out a nice thank you and reminded that it's such a great place. #1 sports bar on the island, great for families and whatnot. Largest arcade gaming room. So all those details are in there. I
asked her a question she made. She didn't answer the question.
What was it?
Where can you get the out and
Oh
about?
yeah. So all your little local kind of convenience stores. You can also register online to have it delivered to your house
Awesome.
from our website. And you could also sign up for digital too, or you could do both if you like both. We always just talk about it's nice to have the physical paper. It's easier to go down to the pool or the beach with the physical paper and have a timeout and figure out and plan out your weekend. So
I always have both.
so we do have our event listing where we have the weekend lineup. We already mentioned the Do It.
SXM Dude.
Doot. But I did put a heads up about this event that's happening June 9 to 13th, which is the 3rd annual free sterilization for dogs and cats at the St. Martin Veterinary Clinic. And you do have to pick a slot and sign up, and they
Yeah.
will fill up. So
These
I
are-
suggest
These
that
are our
you-
friends from Four Leaf Rover that have now come in. I think it's the 2nd year or 3rd year. Third-
3rd annual.
Third time they've done this.
So that's just a fantastic initiative, and it being free means why wait and just take care of your animals, right?
It's always good stuff.
Just a quick shout out to Soul Beach because Soul Beach has the full lineup, so you have to pick up the out and about to get the full lineup to see if you'd want to purchase tickets. So I don't need to go in those details. The full lineup is there. That's May 21 to 26, and we have our what, who, where, when. Very organized there if you're interested in that upcoming festival, which is linked to St. Martin Tourism Bureau.
Perfect.
Then we mentioned our full spread, and that's about it. Just the other thing is that we do have local sports. We have some playoffs happening. So there's like the softball playoffs coming up May 16. There's the Island Hoops 3-on-3 primary SSS Primary Champions Tournament happening on Sunday, and there's also baseball playoffs. So there's some local playoffs things happening, and I think we're in NBA playoffs
we are.
season now.
That NBA and NHL too,
And
and hockey too.
NHL.
NHL.
Yeah, we don't really put NHL in here, but yeah, interesting.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. We should.
We
Yeah,
have lots of Canadians on there.
Yeah.
huh?
yeah, it's
They
true.
all, they all love their hockey.
Gonna have to add it to my list, but
You
yeah.
should, yes. Anyway, always a pleasure to
Who's
see you.
in the NHL
Uh,
players?
I don't pay attention.
I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to know Bruins or whatever.
Oh, boy. Anyway, always a pleasure to see you, my dear.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun
And we'll do it again
this
next week.
Yeah.
Next week, remote.
Yeah,
digital.
that's okay.
You can do it from bed.
True, like I did last week.
Did you really? Were you in bed?
I kind of had lost my voice, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna get through it. But we made a short one, and
Were you in bed?
I was still in the house.
What were you wearing?
I think I was dressed at that point.
Damn. Oh, well. It's radio, that's why.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, my dear Martha, from Out and About. Of course, catch it in the Daily Herald today, and you can find thedailyherald.sx is where you can find it all online. Go and subscribe. Always a pleasure, my dear. It is, what time? I'm way late, 10:46. We're going to get caught back up. See where we go next.